All right. So today be like saying at the day of Basbos because the Basbos they come from different angle inside the political scene for today. And not be small Basbos will happen because Peter Gregory Obi, I don't know why you not feel you not gonna let us rest. Peter Obi, because by the time they come for you now, they come for you on all sides now. Backing dogs, sorry, attacking dogs will come for you now. Come begin tell you say, how dare you tell us this or tell us that? Well, okay, when that time reach, I go hear waiting Peter Obi do because Peter Obi don't slam some people them, telling them, say wait, those people dem wey bin go just go protest where they dey now because the way things dey now, how e take be say Jonathan increase fuel from 197 naira to 120 naira. Una dey shout god jota occupy your jota for days una no gree come down. Right now fuel don reach 1000 naira where dem dey una no get strength to protest again. E even go as far as talking other things. I go let you know the things the way talk wey use hammer people wey dey today. Peter Gregory Obi, oh, you cannot kill somebody. Oh. Okay, so let's go on to other issues where we say we'll go look at this evening very quickly. And good news, EFCC don't release Martins Vincent Otse, very dark man today, and he released them to in lawyer and he don't head home right now. I should say he go soon give an update on waiting done down for that side. They're still speaking about the era of Glasgow and waiting they happen. Um, um, Speaking about the era of Basbos, good luck, Jonathan don't come with your own. No, he don't carry your own come the same event. He talk say what he talk say. He say what's happened. He said defections. Say one party system go suffocate Nigerians so and it go lead to anarchy. Now so you don't they want. Say this one where people don't they defect. Say this one call it work for inside Nigeria. Now let's go back to the drama inside Labour Party because remember, sir, I tell on for afternoon say the Labour Party, led by the National Working Committee, I mean, the Caretaker Committee, led by Nenadi Usman, Sama Abure suspension. Come say, make them check them, all the money, everything where they inside that. Make them check them, make them probe up, make them check everything. Guess what? You know, reach 1 hour where they talk that one, eh? What's the other faction of Labour Party led by Peter Obi brother? Sorry, no vex. So if I dey talking like that, now Igbo man like Peter Obi. You know that one now? When you name now Obi or Ifo, now he come do the press statement. Where he be say now the other guy way from the northern part of Nigeria and I write for him. I don't forget his name. Don't forgive me. This is not maybe travelistic. So he can't write, he can't read, can't talk. Say they have hereby suspend. They don't suspend Ireti Kingibe. How can remember say that first suspension where they give Aburi say they say make Ireti Kingibe lead the committee where go touch light wetin Aburi do. Now they can't come back in less than 1 hour. Suspend Alex Oti, suspend Abure, suspend Ireti Kingibe, suspend everybody one by one. What is going on here? What is going on here? Now, era of suspension. They suspend Abure team suspend back. Well, we'll go let you in on that drama as it is hot for inside Labour Party. But moving on, terrorists not better equipped than Nigerian military. Defense minister don't disagree with House of Rep member as they talk. So remember, say I play on a footage where they say the House of member they say they tell the speaker, say speaker, the most annoying thing they say these people they carry sophisticated drones. They carry sophisticated drones. They carry equipment where bad pass the one way be say our army officers they carry. Now defense headquarters don't come reply. Say no, they don't they carry sophisticated drones. Excuse me. That House of Rep member, don't be the first person we talk about. Remember, say I've been don't play on a footage where it be say military officer using mouth talk am. Say it be like say they just they lay their lives for nothing because as they lay their lives, so it be like say their life say for the delay no get value. Because say see what you even show the gun what did they give them. Say see what did they give them to go fight. Meanwhile, the men they they come fight, they carry better gun past themselves. So now that House of Red member, I be the first person we talk am. Really? I've been at the first time where this Oga go talk, say in here. All all right. Let's move on to other issues. Moving on, share on they talk since. On they talk, say men of God need they talk, men of God need they talk. Oh yeah, men of God don't talk because Pastor Debo now don't carry what kind inside jaws. If they go tell sorry to plateau people where we say lose their lives for the different attack when they attack them, he don't tell them sorry. But he never speak up to government. He never speak. He never, that thing what people they expect him to do. When he do for Jonathan time, he never do them yet. But maybe in a small. From telling them sorry, he's going to enter to the other side of the story. Charity begins manually, right? Suffering. Nigerian Senate rejects VAT increase, passes two tax reform bills. Two of the tax reform bills they don't pass them, but they say that one will go increase tax VAT. Say they no go do am. And they play, oh, they play, oh. Because the kind of hardship when Nigerians they go through, and I won't customer another hardship on top of them. Come on. What you mind doing Nigerians when you face this one now? I also tell on earlier today, say federal government don't say then go start an overhaul of the NYC scheme. Then also plan teachers medical corps. I don't tell her that one before. And then I also tell her, I say federal government the key as part to tell me don't form shadow government. Remember say it get rally where the plan where we say go happen sometime around December. The plan is 7.2 million man protest for inside Abuja for December. And then how about they don't talk about waiting make them die and how it take die. As how about they say na pilot error, say na pilot faults. You understand? Faulty equipment and all of those nine cost in debt. Well, all this and other matter them now carry come your domot this evening. Good evening once more and welcome to Updates with Precious. As usual, it always sweet my belly to bring other things where they share for inside Nigeria. Where do we begin with now? Should we even begin? Oh, where do we begin with? But let's start with the good news. As Ibi says, social media activist Martin Sose, popularly known as Very Dark Man, they don't release him from the custody of Economic and Financial Crimes Commission. He released today, now they announced him, and the former presidential candidate of the activist party, Omoyele Shawari, now announced him for a handle today. He can say thanks to unrelenting efforts and all at Very Dark Man has been released from unjust detention at the EFCC office. He is with his ebullient lawyer Adeyanju, that is DG, Adeyanju DG, and Shawarina. So he tweeted, very dark man, DG Adeyanju also confirmed the release today, Wednesday, as the BC then post, they express their gratitude and thank everybody, they thank the public, where BC speak up and support them as it take happen. Special thanks to that law firm, especially the Naso VDM right to, because special thanks to that law firm, especially the head of our firm, Marvin Omorogwe, and thank you to Nigerians for speaking up for me. Thank you, Egbon Yele Shawore. Thank you, H.E. Peter Obi, Atiku Abubakar, Davido, opposition, lawmakers, everybody will be speak for me. I must also thank the chairman of EFCC for indulging and listening to all my concerns since on Friday last week and his team. The struggle continues. Now, so Adam. While are they on you they talk? Say, can also talk about the frustration where we say go through to get in release. Can they describe say? In fact, say this one we didn't give on a social media bill, but make I just go play on that footage sharply, especially as him and his lawyer DG Adeyanju they drive out from court this evening.
How do
the driver from
law
EFCC.
best when don't get money?
That's
You don't dey launder your own money now.
Who broke?
You not criminal now.
I don't to do charity. They didn't wonder how. They don't know how they use debt to do charity. Anyways, we're outside with my lawyer, of course. And you know what we do. We can never get inside when we have our lawyer by our side. So right now, by strategy, you are going to survive me with at least $3,000 first for the starts.
okay. Later, and I can't give that statement where he talks say the struggle continue and they continue to do the hustle. Well, a lot of people don't they talk about the process where be said the EFCC use even call them up in the first place and why the EFCC like to do things the way they do things. But let's even go at the governance and things where they happen for government. I be make we just enter inside the Labour Party drama because that drama plenty well. That drama plenty. You be like saying that we'll go. I be we'll go that drama. Yes, let's get straight into the Labour Party drama. So remember, I said earlier today. Now, you see, now I will tell you something concerning this Labour Party drama because it shocked me. If you watch the footage inside the Labour Party drama, you go realize, see, if I play you that footage when it be say a taking give their team or the wing or the faction of Nena de Usman be the suspend Abure, right? You go see say the media houses where they there plenty because the microphone where they their front plenty like this because the media houses plenty. Now, one of the shocking things and we be say you go notice and say, even though say the media houses where they that place plenty, right? The newspapers will write about the suspension of Aburi. It can't be very small. A lot of papers don't even talk about Aburi suspension. Rather, now the suspension will be say Aburi faction suspend Alex Oti, Ireti Kingibe, and all their House of Assembly members. Now that suspension, 9 newspapers can't carry pass. Why? That's not one question where I won't ask me that. That's not one question why I want to ask, but that why? Why it be say these people first hold their own press conference like an hour or even 2 or 3 before this other people then press conference? Why it be say they no news no carry them like that? But plenty media houses that they dear when they do that press conference. Plenty day. But meanwhile, this other one now, once you go online, now the first thing where you go see now, hey, Labour Party suspends Alex Oti, suspends Ireti Kingibe, suspends this, suspends that, suspends Ogene, suspends it. Why? Why? Make a play that footage for Ireti Kingibe.
As a party,
number of media houses will line
our
up
journey
for
has been marked by both progress and challenges. Today, we are compelled to speak out not in anger, but in responsibility. We commend the Nigerian judiciary and welcome the recent Supreme Court judgment that removed Barrister Julius Abure as the national chairman of the Labour Party. We honor our dedicated members nationwide who have remained steadfast despite the turbulence. Yet, we must confront with courage and clarity the divisive actions and manipulative tactics of Barrister Abure and his associates. They are actions that threaten the unity, integrity, and public image of our party. In light of Mr. Abure's continued impersonation and misrepresentation of the office of the National Chairman, the National Executive Council (NEC) in session has reached a hard but necessary decision. We can no longer stand by while the values we hold dear, transparency, discipline, and democratic accountability, are undermined from within. This press conference is convened to address the growing concern over the misconduct and internal rascality plaguing our party. At a time when Nigerians are yearning for credible leadership and they see the Labour Party as a beacon of hope, it is regrettable that we must battle internal sabotage from those who should know better. Let me be clear. When others descend into rascality, we must rise with discipline. When they go low, we go high. Because our party must reflect the Nigeria we want to build. It has become evident that Mr. Abure does not have the best interests of the Labour Party at heart. Rather than unify the party, he undermines it. Rather than attract credible Nigerians to come and join, he alienates them. Instead of advancing our collective vision, he pursues narrow personal ambitions. Most painfully, he targets those.
All right, so I'm not just end
got
them here,
credibility
Shapali. So you
and
see the number of media houses, at least this is not television stations. So for just for clarification, those media houses, those microphones where you see they represent the different media houses where they present, including one where Garrett said will be the Senate President's television station. In case I don't know, ADBN, now the name of the television station, right? So ADBN even they there. If I see the mic well, it resemble their mic. In case they just say maybe I don't see them well, so that you don't quote me. Except I know see them well, but I see a mic will resemble ADBN mic there. But what's in other papers? Let's go ahead and play the press conference by Obi Oraifo and the Abure-led team. Make you see them. The number of mics and where they there and people were very scanty. You're kind of wonder say, then how come newspapers and all the media come be like say, now that's their own press conference?
Labour Party slams indefinite suspension on His Excellency the Abia State Governor Oti.
You see?
Senator
Only 2
Okocha,
news houses.
Senator
Arise News,
Kingibe,
AIT.
and other members, some other members of the National Assembly, challenges Nenadi to speak about her plea bargain with EFCC. Recall that last Friday, 2nd of May 2025, the National Executive Committee of the Labour Party set up a 5-man disciplinary committee headed by the Deputy National Chairman, Dr. Ayo Olorufemi, Alhaji Omar Farouk Ibrahim, the National Secretary, and 3 others to investigate Abia State Governor Dr. Alex Oti and any other party members over allegations of anti-party activities. The disciplinary committee has concluded their assignments and has submitted their reports to the party leadership. The national executive of the party met today, May 7th, 2025, and after exhaustive deliberation, in line with powers donated to it by the party constitution, has ratified the recommendation as submitted by the disciplinary committee. Consequent upon that, the following members of the party have been suspended from the party and all its activities indefinitely and with immediate effect. Number one, Dr. Alex Otse. 2, Senator Ireti Kingibe. 3, Senator Darlington Nwokocha. 4, Honorable Victor Afam Ogene. 5, Honorable Amobi Oga. 6, Honorable Sheyi Shoumi. By this suspension, these former members of the party will no longer act on behalf of the party. All concerned institutions, including the Nigerian Governors Forum, the National Assembly, INEC, and the security agencies, amongst others, are to take note.
Okay, now on I don't hear him. So the most interesting part of this person. So I don't know if anybody has taken note. Waiting, I just talk about where I tell you, see, I'm just about 2 media houses, Arise Television and AIT. Then how come the other print media, all the print media carry this their press conference? It kind of like say it watered down waiting happened for the previous press conference where it be say they not the Usman hold and all that. Why is they like that? Well, beyond that, let's go straight to the crux of the matter. The fact say they suspend the leader of the party, Alex Oti. Now, in all of this suspension, it be like saying, fear of God just do them small. They no copy Peter Obi name because they call everybody within in corner. They leave in your name, come on. They no copy Peter Obi name. They leave other people. They just call others name, leave them. Now, suspending Alex Oti and telling him, say, I don't tell the governor's forum. That is so that the governor's forum should take note that he's no longer a governor that is duly elected. He's no longer entitled a 4 year tenure because of say you suspend him from party or what? Or maybe okay, so Abia State now House of Assembly members should not suspend him because the party too does suspend them. What are you talking about? Saying you tell I don't maybe there's something I don't know. Maybe when I go that's why it's always an open show. By the way, the link is pinned at the link I be the number where you go use call me everything there for the pinned post, waiting for the comment section. I mean more than call me tell me because I don't understand. This one where you say you don't tell House of National Assembly made them take note, you don't tell the governors forum made them take note, security agencies made them take note. Okay, they should not secure them again. They should leave them vulnerable because they are no longer members of your party by your factional suspension. So they will not be vulnerable. Make they know they're entitled to security again. May they know they're entitled to become governors and House of Rep members or senators again. I don't understand. I really don't understand. But this is exactly the drama playing out. However, earlier today, for inside that other press conference we hold, the Ireti Kingibe faction also tried to explain. You know, say they one thing where it be say these people don't they hold on to things. Where they talk say we make them say they not the Usman committee they illegal. Waiting make them talk say they illegal. And because of say they talk say her committee because of say the party constitution no get no get place that is a constitution of Labour Party no get place for anything what do they call placeholding. I mean how I go talk about so they know the party constitution no get anything for national working committee. I'm sorry, a caretaker committee rather. So because they don't get a place for caretaker committee, so say it they wrong, then I'm waiting invalidates Ireti Kingibe and then the Usman their committee because the party does not have provision, you know, get provision for that position, the position of caretaker committee members. So because of say they don't make provision for caretaker committee members, that means they are the fact say they elect them as caretaker committee members say they invalid. In fact, say you know they even exist at all at all. So there was a clarification on that where they make that clarification. Contact say not be as it take be, now it be because at the end of the day, if court don't open my talk say these people their tenor, they don't hold. it don't go, it don't expire. And if their tenure don't expire for a long time, you no go feel leave vacuums. That is space, no go there in between. And if space no there in between, somebody get to fill that position. And if person get to fill that position, it get to be one way or the other. In fact, he go ahead to talk and say, if for instance, them now we be saying that them they in charge, that is the secretary and Nenadi Usman where they in charge. If for instance they won't hold what did they call them again? That their convention, what did they hold? If then go say them two go come step down because you cannot contest in a convention where it be say you the contest and for you to win. So, but now let's take a listen to him say that. We'll get back to more of those drama. Now, the bottom line is, where does this leave Labour Party? At the end of the day, this matter goes scatter Jabarata, or maybe just like my guest talk in the afternoon. Now the responsibility of Alex Oti and the rest of the team to also go back to the Supreme Court. Say, I beg, Supreme Court, that judgment where you make that time, I beg, can't help us interpret them again now. Can't tell us what you mean by that judgment. Because some people talk, say, Supreme Court just make the judgment, they like say it's sex trap for them. In such a way that if any of the parties bring candidates come now during primaries, they go talk, say their candidate they invalid. Right? So if Supreme Court, if they not go back to Supreme Court to clarify that judgment where they make, at the end of the day, anybody now where they pose like say, now them they in charge of Labour Party, feel just they shoot themselves for the leg. Because the other party go they wait for them after primaries when it don't be too late to use and hold them down. So I think that what Mr. Shegu Shogwito, my guest, said in the afternoon is the best thing to do to carry the matter go Supreme Court. Say Supreme Court, no vex. This judgment where you give us, it be like say too big for us to understand. Help us break down. But let's hear what they had, the way they explained, and also the problem of the INEC record. Yes, and also the aspect of INEC recognizing Nenadi Usman and stop
We
to
relied
recognize
on the judicial process as well. Since the lower court had already initiated him into becoming the chairman of the party. Now, INEC clearly stated there that he came through the court, which means for any reason that he's been removed through the court, he should still be a gentleman and still display that discipline. Thank God that he said that he's a lawyer. And I wonder why a lawyer that understands the strength of judiciary, that is his stuff, that is the field where he should play. He should understand the interpretation of every bit of what the judiciary has said. And his name, he should take it that yes, since they said that, no, I'm no more qualified to be there because the two lower courts had been quashed. Therefore, the thing that should be there, because the environment cannot be left in the vacuum. So, the names that should feature in the right senses should be the NCC, which came up through the effort and strength and consultation of the entire NEC. Because in simple mathematics, if you check the NEC today, what constitutes the NEC? This particular answer I'm giving will address some of the issues that some other people raised. In the NEC, you have the NCC, you have the TUC, you have the governor and the deputy. Then eventually the National Working Committee, the chairman, can feature so that he'll be feeding back their National Working Committee with the necessary information at the end of the day, because the NEC is one of the organs that is very strong after the National Convention. Now, looking at it, if at all the National Working Committee is being disqualified, you now rely on the strength of the NEC. So who and who now remains in that NEC that is still in this other side of the argument? The TUC, the NLC, the executive governor, the deputy. If at all at the end of the day they are 9 in number, and at the end of the day the National Working Committee, the chairman, and maybe the secretary is being removed, and these other 9 is remaining 7, which where in the simple arithmetic of osmosis, where the stronger concentration now withdraws the weaker concentration, it's a simple analysis that you will understand this is where the strength of the party and this is where the strength of the operation should rely. And that's exactly what has answered. Said, Jude asked, can the NEC now constitute, NCC now constitute NEC? It cannot constitute that. Rather, the NEC, being the part of the organ that strengthens the party, can now say, these people, because you can't operate in a vacuum, these people now are the people that should run the party because you cannot leave the environment in a vacuum. And I think they reserve that right. Where you have the governor, because that is what our constitution says. If at the end of the day we never had any governor or any deputy governor, that's a different thing. We have a governor, we have the deputy, that is two. We have the NLC, statutorily. We have the TUC, statutorily. And all of them are here. And apart from that, what makes every party strong are the elected members in our own political structure. When you look at, you can see the senators here, you can see the members of House of Rep here, and these are people, the decision makers in every party, whether you call it APC and PDP, they are neck.
Okay, so he further also spoke and addressed the issue of, he also addressed the issue of why INEC never still recognize their own national working committee, that is in the Usman led, and why they never stop to recognize Abure. Let's see.
In
what
our
he had
own
to say about it.
political structure. When you look at, you can see the senators here, you can see the members of House of Rep here, and these are people, the decision makers in every party, whether you call it APC and PDP, they are neck and the other organs of the government has these people in that fold. Will that of the Labour Party be a different thing? No, it cannot. So since the strength of the elected people are here, the governor and the deputy is here, that forms a larger stakeholder with the TUC and NLC. So somebody saying, oh, Abure this and Abure that, what makes him strong and formidable? All those ingredients are not there. Let's not start playing politics. Politics is not rascality. These are two different things. And there should be a reasonable minimum in every setting we find ourselves in the society. And one of it is that we must have a standard we have set across board. Whether it's APC, PDP, Labour Party, or whatever, there should be an irreducible minimum. And the irreducible minimum which we want to entrench is that there must be party discipline. He keeps saying, oh, you should not rely on, that the court said that you should not fall back on the party to decide. Even at that, when he has been disqualified, he has no grip on the neck again, which is the next stronger organ apart from the National Convention. And the larger number of people in that neck are saying, don't rule us, don't be our chairman. We want this particular group of people to now function in this capacity. And you cannot in any way, I have to say this, the press, because I want you people to still be making this argument constructively. There is no way he can evolve himself, because telling him as the chairman, God forbid, to remain there and still organize the congresses and convention, then when he gets to his level, the other point, he will now produce himself as a chairman. Where can that happen? NCC will organize congresses from the ward to the local government, to the state and national convention. Myself, Senator Nonadi, cannot in any way feature and function as chairman and secretary at the end of the day. That is the way it ought to be. You have to remove yourself completely and now organize a transparent election for your people. And that is the way it ought to be. So I think that has really answered most of the questions. Sorry you mentioned, Chooks, about punctuality. It's not our fault. We were still waiting and gauging. Most of the press people, have they arrived? And because this is a press conference, everything relies. What is INEC doing about uploading? INEC is a different institution. Bureaucracy is there. There must be a process they have to pass. We have done our own bit by going to them to tell them there is judgment. We have presented it to them, and we know that it's not something that you just boil, just cook it and eat it immediately. They have different departments that will look into those things. The legal department will look into it, other departments will look. That's why they have all these departments. And at the end of the day, we are very patient. We are very patient, and we know that they're going to do the right thing. They've done right things before now in several fora. And we think they will still do the right thing right now. But we have to give them time, and they will come up with what Nigerians expect.
Okay, all right. So you don't hear that response from them. That now their response as to why EB say INEC never fit recognize the Usman-led National Working Committee and stop to recognize Abure as the chairman of the party. Well, Abure own team, they don't slam everybody left, right, and center, and only Peter Obi they never slam so far. We do not know how far this will go. And if the Supreme Court at the end of the day will even entertain their question in terms of asking for interpretation of that court judgment so that they go fit clear all these ugly arguments we concern the party. So that if then Kukuma no dey the party again, make them know say they know dey the party, they know say they go find another party where they go belong to. Since it be in a political parties, now people they follow to take do election. But it just look like say the crisis where they rock the party, it did very far. You never still go anywhere at all because it still they far to they completed. Because the people them way we say hold the party for neck, they still hold the party for neck. Well. And really the way the things they play out for inside the party, it just they obvious more and more. Especially if you see the speed, the anger with this other party they talk. It just the obvious more and more say there are people that then destroy the party because again, tell me why it be say people go talk say no be our leader, no be our leader. We don't want you again. Yet you insist say you won't be our leader. I mean, not be the people you want lead. The people where you want lead say they don't want you to lead them. Just like what Alex Otis said during that meeting where they hold that time, where they look at the court judgment. When he say tell Aburi, say if na me be you, people say they don't want me, you lead them. Well, no, if na me be you, I go come on hand. I not go lead them again. But then there is an insistence. Say no. I must continue. And if you see the way that they go about that, and then there's also this subtle body language everybody did because INEC, and then they recognize media houses, and then they recognize. So I really don't know how this matter go take go. And as I said earlier, some time ago, I dey fear whether Peter Obi go indeed get any political party where in go use contest under for 2027, except to get a thorough electoral reform, where BC will fit perhaps recognize independent candidacy. It go hard well because almost every party now, every political party will go serve as SPV for any formidable candidate to use pursue election for 2023, then get deep-rooted crisis. We go make sure say it no go even feel happen. And that's a serious problem. So how come all the opposition parties then get problem? All! In fact, like I said, the only problem, the only place where problem no the person will not get challenge only Shawari and the AAC. Apart from Shawari and AAC, including the SDP, almost every political party right now get problem. Now, earlier today, I've been telling you about Twitter House of Rep members talk. Say that they talk, say the level of insecurity for the country don't they so bad that they get to do something about them. In fact, one of the House of Rep members contact say the most annoying part be say these bandits them and Boko Haram and terrorists say they even carry more sophisticated weapons than our own military. Well, Minister of Defense don't deny him, but make I first play you where that Oga talk am sharply so that you go see him. Here now they talk am.
They are using armed drones, weaponized drones, which the Nigerian army is not using. In other words, they are more sophisticated and advanced than the Nigerian army. Mr. President must held Nigerian military strategic commandants and other head of security agencies accountable for negligence of their responsibility. You and I is not safe. No matter how Nigeria respect us, we are moving to a level that Nigerians will fight us the way they fight criminals and the way they fight Boko Haram. Mr. Speaker, we have to think how to create a law that will allow our people to protect themselves, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, we just need this thing. Our security personnel are inadequate, Mr. Speaker. They are trying their best, but the problem, Mr. Speaker, they are inadequate and they don't know the terrain of our communities.
Okay, so you don't hear him. Now, responding to this, the Minister for Defense don't come out. Minister for Defense, Badru Abubakar, don't disagree with some members of the House of Representatives. This one's now, we talk say terrorists for inside Nigeria, they even carry better armed, in fact, they better armed and more, they get more sophisticated weapons than the Nigerian military. Abubakar talk, say, he talk this one while he be say, they give scorecard of Defense Ministry for inside the 2025 ministerial press briefing for Radio House for Abuja today, Tuesday. He can't slam people the way they talk that kind of thing. Say, how they go talk that kind of thing anyhow? That's not good. He can't say terrorists were merely using some improvised facilities to attack with heavy capacity bombs. So they just use improvised facilities. Now, the minister said the terrorists and bandits were also being aided and abated by fifth columnists. Who be the fifth columnist? Who feed them with intelligence that enable them to escape being crippled by the military. So who be the fifth columnist? Who will be the fifth columnist? So if we say on our military no go fit finish them one time at all. And now that reminds me, there was a time I had played a video here about a Nigerian military officer where they lament on the way we be said the kind of weapon where they give them. I don't know if I can have access to that footage close by now to show you, because if they talk say the kind of weapon where they give them to use fight, say that kind of weapon they no fit carry and go anywhere. So what thing they go fit achieve with the weapon, because at the end of the day, the people where they fight carry more sophisticated weapons than them. And if these people then carry more sophisticated weapons than them, so waiting them then carry, say, see waiting then give them, see waiting then give them to use fight. Meanwhile, the people where they fight carry much more sophisticated weapons, and that makes it even more difficult for them. I think I've got something close to it, and that makes it more difficult for them to even fight these people. But meanwhile, here is the Minister of Defense saying that that is not totally correct, or that is not even correct, saying that just small knockout gun. Like these people, they carry them with sophisticated, handmade guns, them bombs, them 90 they carry. But is that the true situation? If this that interpretation where the people where the in charge of defense get, then let's watch this. This is from a military officer way there for
Many men don't
watch
follow.
out. Where it come. Here.
Allah.
It's not easy, I swear.
Many men don't fall, so we just got to go out. If army is ready, if Nigeria is ready to fight them, they should call us back. We'll fight those idiots. But we don't have enough weapon, enough adequate weapon to fight them. So we can't just be wasting our life. We have families.
Your talk is true.
But without weapon, we are not a soldier. Weapon makes us to be a soldier. Let them provide the weapon and we fight the idiot out. But it's not that they will give me this and then they will come with something more than this times 3. Oh boy, I know. I have blood in myself, so blood runs through me. So we just have to go. We are going home. Let us go and do the new year with our family. If the army is ready, let them call us back with the adequate weapon.
So you hear him. You hear him. Now, one of the things we make I dey surprised of waiting the Minister of Defense they talk. This not be the first, second, third, fourth, or fifth time where would they hear say we get sabotage within the military. In fact, within the security apparatus generally. I mean, several times we don't hear issues like that. I mean, see what's happened for an Wadume period and all that, way cause katakata between police and army because of intelligence gathering and all of those issues. So the Minister of Defense go talk saying they'll oblivious of all of those. In no, say truly people. Then what are they doing within the security apparatus to make sure say they fish out those so-called fifth columnists? What are they doing? Not be. I don't want to say that. Is it not? I don't want to use the word ineptitude, though. But this sad. Say people where they in charge of the game, we're supposed to be on top of their game. Now you go come talk, say, oh, now people now they sabotage work. Why don't you fish out those people? Nigerians gave you their lives, their properties to handle. Over 200 million people. And you tell us that because of say some people they will they sabotage your work and all that. Now waiting make people they die and you cannot fish them out and do away with them, at least use the thing where you go do them to serve as a deterrent so that other people will won't try, they no go feed them. Well, let's read further. He said, we are slowly but steadily overcoming the terrorists. So it's always this thing that they say that always gets to me. I'm sorry, I am not a pessimist. I'm not a person who no we believe say things no go better. No, I believe say go better, and I'm waiting make me to talk about them. But we don't dey hear this gist from Muhammad Buhari administration. From when Lai Mohammed tell us say we have technically defeated Boko Haram and all terrorism and everything we get to do with insecurity. We don't technically defeat them. From technically defeating till today, we see the technical. Now this our Ghana now. Honorable Minister of Defense, they tell us they we are slowly, steadily overcoming the terrorists. Overcoming terrorists, so it be saying now we don't even get more widespread because it like say none of our forests they safe anymore. Just the other day, people were traveling from Abuja or whatever it was to Benue State, and an entire bus was a fully loaded bus. They kidnap everybody, kill the driver. People not fit travel for road during for night again. I played you a video of a 90-something years old man where they give Thanksgiving for inside Dunamis Church, where he talk about how in use school for free during a time. And how he be say during that time, he traveled with scooter midnight from Ibadan go Kwara State. Midnight. Why? He didn't have anything to be afraid of. Why? Because there was security. Can you dare it now? Can anybody dare it? People they travel during the day, they even kidnap them. If there's some journey where you go on make now, you go rather keep your ransom or you could come just find way, pay flight ticket. So sometimes when they tell us this technically or systematically defeated, it just be like say that they do them to just play down on the intelligence of people, because you can't be saying this when this time around you don't get communities where they are deserted right now because of the activities of these people. Then, well, speaking further, he says the Nigerian military has more sophisticated fighting equipment than terrorists, and they have never come close to what the armed forces of Nigeria is using. But that's a military officer in front of the war. Now, he carry this one, now they talk am. They talk differently. He says it is not true that terrorists use more sophisticated drones and other equipment than the Nigerian armed forces. What is happening is that there are some elements who feed the terrorists and bandits with information, and we are working to stop and stab the terrorists with such intelligence. Oh wow. The armed forces, Nigerians are doing wonderfully well, but we have fifth columnists who supply terrorists with vital information about operations. That's what the minister talk. Well, make I just end them here. You can join the conversation, make it talk your own mind put inside. Do you think the minister is actually correct with waiting in talk? Maybe they correct, but I don't lay the cards, for the table, make you decide on what's going to happen. Now, still talking about insecurity, the general overseer of the Redeemed Christian Church of God, Pastor Enoch Adeboye, he don't go sympathize with the government. He sympathize with the government and people of Plateau State over the recent spate of violent attacks in the state. Now, Pastor Adeboye, who visited Governor Caleb Mutwang at the government house in a little Rayfield, Jos, he can say, in fact, he hold 5-day program for inside the state prophetically come to declare say the season of bloodshed don't end for inside the state. Amen. Now he described the killings as senseless and heart-wrenching, stating that church is deeply concerned about the persistent loss of innocent lives and has been fervently interceding. Say church, they pray where they intercede for the state, trusting God where he do all things possible to intervene and bring lasting peace for inside the state. Quoting him now, he says, "We are here to encourage you and let you know that even in these difficult times, we have not relented in our prayers, because prayer answereth all things." For Plateau State, to see they pray for Plateau State. We have dedicated a special hour of prayer for for the state every time. Believe that a new story will emerge, one of peace, restoration, and hope. There are times when the flesh may fail, but God never fails. That's what Pastor talk. The cleric also informed Governor Mutwang that he and his team were in the state for their annual retreat. Oh, so then come the state for their annual retreat when he said the RCCG camp for Kasa, for Barakin Ladi local government area of the state, and say it was important to pay visit to him to tell him, say, in see what's in the happen for the states. The governor can also thank him and all of those. Well, for those of you who expect Pa Adeboye to talk since, I say Pa Adeboye never talk, he don't talk, he don't talk. Pastor Adeboye don't talk now. I hope you're fine now. He has said something. But let's move to issues that's got to do with VAT in the country. Before we go to waiting Peter Gregory will be talk. Now, the Nigerian Senate on Wednesday don't pass to two of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's tax reform bills. Say na four, now be say day before them. Two, now they don't pass right now. The two bills they approve are the Nigerian Revenue Service Establishment Bill and the Joint Revenue Board Establishment Bill. Now, the development follows the Senate's consideration of the report submitted by an ad hoc committee cleared by Senator Sani Musa, who they represent Niger State. Each clause of the bills was thoroughly debated and reviewed at the committee of the whole. Following majority support expressed through a voice vote, the Senate President Godswill Akpabio formally announced the passage of the bill. That's why you use good. Make I not talk too much, but if there particular bills and way be said in decline, where they never accent to, the upper chamber reject that bill. The proposal to increase the value-added tax, that is VAT, to 10%, opting instead for may they maintain the 7.5% where they now because of the things really happen for the country. Say, oh, now they suffer too much, my people, because people are suffering. Let me just leave it the way it is now. Let's leave it like that. Okay, so let's go to what Peter Obi said. Peter Gregory Obi, oh, this man will keep us, when they tell us, oh, they do again, then they do again, and go, they do. So today, there are, okay, before I Okay. Before I get to Peter B, I think I should just get straight to what Goodluck Jonathan said, because Goodluck Jonathan and Peter B today been there for the same place where they talk different things. Yeah. Okay. So first off, former President Goodluck Jonathan don't want to say any attempt to manipulate or the manipulation to go through the back door to impose a one-party system into the nation's political space will surely suffocate the country and possibly lead to confusion and anarchy. Now, I they talk this one for tribute yesterday for Inside Abuja during the memorial lecture and day of tribute for the late former Federal Commissioner for Information and South leader the Chief Edwin Clark, EK Clark, 90 they call him. Now, the former president also notes that a one party system may not be an evil thing because Julius Nyerere of Tanzania used it to unite the country because then just like Nigeria, they were divided along ethnic lines and religious lines, right? So use and unite them at that time. But right now, say the way things used it for Nigeria, if you know what. But on your own part, Peter Obi talk a lot of things. And some of the things when he talk, he vex. He can't look at the situation of things for the country. Say things hard for people who are for inside the country right now. And say, see what people they go through for inside the country. And say the most painful part be say, as people they go through these things for the country, say how many people right now don't even come protest. Those people will be in protest for 2012, where they did right now, where they really protest again. Oh, their leg don't they pain them? Eh? Why they not feel protest now again? Those people will protest before. So you can't even lambast the current group of politicians, aka the current president and in team. Say waiting full everywhere now, na corruption. Stealing, nine full everywhere. That people say, Peter, take a easy, oh, Oga Peter, what's happen? They say you know they talk before. Now you don't come now. If you like say every day now, Oga Peter doesn't want to talk. Every day now you don't want to talk. Well, let's listen to it.
He lived a life of for somebody like me who had just been part of this 2023 election. He lived a life of courage, a life of sacrifice, a life of justice, a life that is valued, but most importantly, his continued living that life to the end. I listened to my brother Mike when he talked about may the labor of our heroes past not be in vain. I'm sorry, I'm happy that One is here, and I'm happy that Jonathan is here. But I can tell you, their sacrifice is in vain. They have sacrificed for nothing. When in this country, when people were protesting.
Wait. You say Oga Peter Obi say their sacrifice is in vain. Their sacrifice they in vain. Let me hear them again.
They have sacrificed for nothing. When in this country, when people were protesting. You didn't take me. When there was no need to protest. Under Jonathan. Where are those protesters? Have they died? Where are they? So why are we saying it should not be in vain? They then increased fuel from 8 to 7 naira to 120 and people were protesting in this country. And when it was 900, they were not protesting. Are they dead? So why are we saying it should not be in vain? People protested when naira was 180 and when it was 1,500, they were not protesting. Are they dead? So let's not say it should not be in vain. I spoke a few days ago and people said I'm demarketing Nigeria. When it stood being demarketed, World Bank has just shown that 75% of Nigerians in rural areas are poor. Is World Bank demarketing Nigeria? UNICEF 2 days ago released that Nigeria now have over 2 million malnourished children, the second highest in the world. Are they demarketing Nigeria? Let's face the reality. Their labor is in vain. We have a country now that is not democratic. We are not a democratic country. Let's tell ourselves the truth. The election that happened in Edo, is it democratic? Just the last election in Edo is the most democratic election.
Hey, Peter Obi say we're not there for democratic. This one now waiting. Sorry, backing dogs. They will use finish it, but let's finish
We are
it.
not a democratic country. Let's tell ourselves the truth. Is the election that happened in Edo, is it democratic? Just the last election in Edo is the most democratic election. Everybody knows who won that election. So why are we keeping said their work was in vain. It is in vain. So we can start picking the pieces now because they've destroyed everything people have sacrificed for. Look at what is happening in Nigeria today. Above all, Jarabawan sacrificed everything. The country people sacrifice has turned into a crime scene. All we do today is stealing. You know, and we have to do something. All we need to do is live a courageous life. May God Almighty that called him home grant him eternal rest and grant us the courage to look into what our Father lived for and start picking our pieces. May God bless all of you.
Your Excellencies, ladies.
Hey, when I hear wetin dey talk, he say wetin dey now na stealing. Na dey steal right now. Who be those people wey dey stealing right now? Because I just dey imagine wetin some people go write tomorrow. By tomorrow now, don't dey imagine how Twitter go dey now. Some barking dogs, no, attacking dogs, maga dogs. I just imagine wetin go come out it tomorrow now. In fact, if they never dey write already as response. Well, I would like everything you think about this matter because I know say they go soon begin attack the messenger, not the message where be say the person sent. Now the messenger now go be the next point of attack. Four lines are open, Jerry. Let's begin to jump in our opinion into this conversation. Well, I tell you earlier today, said the federal government say they don't set up a committee to carry out a major some major changes for inside the National Youth Service Corps. The goal is to make the scheme stronger, more useful to national growth, and better suited for the needs of Nigerians. But make una not tell me that 2 years thing when I talk that time. Because if you talk that 2 years thing, I don't know as it could take me. Now, speaking about, stopping stealing. Earlier today, it been made to the news, say prominent economist and political activist, Professor Pat Utomi, don't inaugurate a shadow government composed of members from various opposition parties. According to Utomi, the Big Tent Coalition shadow government launched virtually on Monday. That is yesterday, day before yesterday, Monday evening, 9 then launch, right? And say it will function as a credible opposition force, highlighting the failures of the Bola Ahmed Tinubu administration while offering ideas for better governance, right? So now waiting make them bring them up. Say make them the torchlight within this government they do and also offer ideas on how they could use do better. But in a swift reaction, the federal government don't kick against the move, describing it as an aberration in a federal system of government. Say, how can you, in a federal system of government, get a shadow government? Hey, say not do that kind of thing. No. For inside an interview with Punch, the Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, at the time when say at the time when our nation is set to celebrate 26 unbroken years of democracy, the idea of so-called shadow government is an aberration. Say an abomination. Say that kind of thing. Now, what you not supposed hear, not supposed to hear at all. Because that kind of thing not supposed to happen at all. How you go talk, say you want form shadow government. Now, he said Nigeria is not a parliamentary system where such a system is practiced, and there is no provision for such in our statute books. So while opposition politics is a central feature of democracy, it must be practiced at all times within the bounds of propriety. And this idea of shadow government sadly does not pass the test. Our, our bicameral legislature apply features members of the opposition, and it should be the right place to contest meaningful ideas. So say not be through shadow government. What do you wanna think about this one? Do you see Patusomi stepping down the idea of shadow government and just going ahead to do what he want to do, stepping down the idea and then just leaving the idea and moving on to other things? Or do you see him still doing something, even though say no can call on shadow government again, but you just call them say a group of oppositions? Since the opposition say they recognize, they say opposition they recognize a bit, so they can call a group of oppositions we go day to checkmate the government. At least I think that's a better name for it. Group of credible oppositions If you give them that kind of name, you go they better be. You go make them feel comfortable, right? Okay. Moving on, the United States National Transportation Safety Board (NTSB) don't conclude that say the helicopter crash will claim the life of former Access Holdings CEO Herbert Wigwe and his wife and his son and three others for inside February 2024 that it was caused by a pilot error stemming from a spatial disorientation. Bottom line, a technical error where be said the pilot supposed notice and it be like say notice and we say for the final report we then released today Wednesday, the NTSB say the accident occurred after the pilot continued flying under visual flight rules into weather conditions that required instrument flight protocols. Now, I said the pilot's decision to continue the visual flight rules, flight into instrument meteorological conditions, which resulted in the pilot's spatial disorientation and loss of control, was cited as the probable cause rather of the crash. And saying I'm waiting to be say the pilot supposed know better and how to handle. But unfortunately, he be like say intuition tell him, but the intuition not tell him well. He can't tell him wrongly. All right, Nigerians, phone lines are open. Let's begin to take your thoughts and reactions very, very quickly. How you take see this matter then, so that say for night you're not supposed to waste time. Phone lines are open. So the link don't already there for inside the comment section. So kindly click on the link so that you go enter inside the house direct. Make people feel join us for the house to join the matter. Or you call the WhatsApp line 0817 029 4077. Now the WhatsApp number to call. We don't get a couple of calls then before now, but that's because we're still talking. But you can go ahead now and call us 0817 029 4077. Now the number to call, or you just enter the link and come straight into the house. Make yourself put mouth for waiting they happen for inside the country. And I don't see all of our messages them. Hey, we're gonna have a message sometimes. The way you guys go with your buzz blues though. But interestingly, we will continue to talk for our country. Hello, good evening and welcome. Hello,
Hello.
sir.
Hello, questions.
Sir.
Yeah. What in Nigeria don't they become?
You don't hear all the things so I say Nigeria talk now. Oh yeah, tell us. Which one touch your body?
Oh, see when they touch my body, I say, what's that? This man, the Uncle Abure. Suppose that man is a criminal. Those are people that EFCC is supposed to be the catch. They go catch the very dark man. Now people that they're supposed to the catch. They are violating a court order. Today they don't go whole committee. Waiting what they happen today, and I say they don't suspend them from the party.
And him suspend back now. Him and the team can suspend back now. Not only and we deserve suspension. The suspended has suspended back.
Yeah, they were the ones who started the suspension, and then now the team of Nenadi Usman, and the man who spoke last, actually, he don't give a clear explanation of what happened. If you look at the difference between the two factions is one is organized and the other one is just like
you watch the two press conferences, Abi. You see the difference between them.
Yes, of course. You know that the other side, Abure's side, they struggle to find legitimacy. But this other side, everybody of the party that matters on their side. So tell me, who in Abure's side really matters in the party? Was there any member of any elected member of the party where they represent for one of the government institutions? Were they any of them part of Abure's press conference? None. But on this other side, you see all the members with them, they be elected, will all be considered, say, these people were genuine people where the masses decide to vote them into office. They did for this other side. So which side people will follow in the real sense of things? People will follow where people get sense. Because to me, Abure, there's no sense in Abure's side. Abure's side, where is his deputy chairman? Lamidi Papa, I'm sure he's sleeping in a motor park in Osho.
Mr. Leo, take him easy now. You're not nice, sir.
I just say talk this thing. Very soon you go see, he go wake up now. Like say they don't throw water for face. He go can't they rant anyhow, they like they para. But the bottom line is this. Abure has self-destruct. Abure was the one when they were protecting him. You know, for Benin, when they can't catch him, they rob him anyhow for ground.
It did that time when Benin people protest. They say Abure must go. Abure must go. Then protest. Last year when they protested, they don't want them again. Make it go for Benin, for in states.
He's gone now. He's finished. He's finished.
Is he?
There's nothing.
You think he is, or he must see the end of Labour Party before he leaves?
He will not destroy Labour Party. He's
You
too
think
small
so?
to destroy Labour Party. Labour Party is bigger than him.
Okay, let's see.
So, but one thing I'm very, you see, the thing that I'm beginning to realize is that sometimes the other day, this guy Valentine Ozebo go on television and they spew nonsense. He's the one who shot himself in the foot. He left the Labour Party. People are impatient. Politicians in Nigeria are impatient. Let's use an example. Peter Obi is a patient person. He's taking his time to do what is right.
Are you saying that because you love him in particular? Because some people will say that his patience need a work. Say that patience, and I say the door, like say the door, the delay.
So all the hurry where they don't the hurry, where is Nigeria today? Where is Nigeria today? This is saying when you the hurry, you go come tear your trousers. This is hurry, you go tear trousers. When you the hurry to put your foot into trousers, you go end up tear the trousers, so you go end up not get trousers. But what I am saying is that in the sense of things, somebody like Alex Otse, Peter Obi, Iriti Kingibe, all these politicians we then for this other side. If you even Nanadi Osman, you see how patient these people they are taking their time to reorganize the Labour Party. There is no need to be in a hurry.
Thank you.
There's no need to be in a hurry.
Thank you so much, Mr. Lee. I
Rome
appreciate
was
it.
not built in one day. If you want to build something solid, take your time. Not the rush. People say, oh, go do this, go do this, go do this. People with a hurry for Nigeria, where they day. Where they day.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Lee. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. God bless you, Mr. Lee. And thank you for your support always. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Now we will.
Thank you. Yes, now we own. Thank you. All right. Okay. Going back to more calls, lots of other calls and all that. But let's admit her. Oh dear, this one might. Hello, good evening and welcome. Hello. Oh dear, I lost you. I didn't cut the call. Now the call cut. Not be me cut on. Okay. All right. Make we go admit some people for the house. Mr. Mike FIFA. Good evening.
Good evening,
Mr.
Precious. How you doing?
I did fine, sir. How you did, sir?
I did fine. No, all this while where I dey watch this thing, I just dey check whether Daniel Boal and the Ononoga don't come,
Why you
don't
like
come
this?
attack Peter Obi.
Why
Because
you
you know,
told me
say
like this?
now their way now. Okay, all those people will come out that time where they protest
Mm-hmm.
during Jonathan, even Adeboye, nobody they hear about them now. Wole Soyinka them, all of them, they don't keep quiet. They do like so I hear say what Adeboye talk the other day. He say make people come pray for Nigeria. Why come be say so?
You go just go pray, Seth.
You see,
You go visit
so
them
no
for
more,
just
no
pray.
need for protest again. Now we will not say we go
Prayer
pray.
answereth all things.
Okay,
You not get it.
since you know say prayer answered everything, why him follow them come out, come they protest that time? Come wear t-shirt, they march, then just they protest. Now where something where go warrant protest now don't come. You don't see any of them. I bet you get one news why they hear. Is it true? Say this guy is released. Very dark man.
Yes, he's been released. I played the video earlier now. You never see him.
No.
I
It's not
played
been
now.
long. I came back from work.
Okay, they don't
Oh,
release him today.
thank God,
They
thank
don't
God, thank
release him.
God. So coming to Abure, Abure was offered an opportunity to step down so as to for Labour Party to integrate him into their neck. He refused. He refused. You know the good make person fight like a man, can't end
Uh,
up like woman.
but waiting to say it don't end. Do you think all this game is over yet? You think it's
It's not
over?
over now. So
Uh-huh.
this Abure now, you know what thing they do Abure now? Abure now
Waiting.
is just a drowning person.
That's
So
what you think.
Yes, no one
Have you
does.
sure say not be them one drown these other people instead?
Okay, you know what I they tell you now.
Waiting the time.
Abure no get any serious electoral officer. You understand? Where they with them? All the House of Rep members, where the Labour Party, they with Usman.
Have you ever wondered who bankrolls him? How in the use get money? This press
We know
conference,
now.
when
We
this
know. We know.
press
Saying
conference where they hold, where it be say they even more media houses cover their own pass the ones who they not didn't. You know, ask who
that
bankroll
one.
that press
That
conference.
one. We
You
know.
don't know that for each of those press conference they pay money. You don't know.
Now they pay money. We know where the money is coming from. But what would the talk say? Because for him now to come out say one suspend the only governor where the party gets, you gonna say he doesn't mean well for that party. In just they play the script where people where they sponsor and tell them making the follow, make them just destroy Labour Party. Now what did they do? After everything now, he go see and saying go just run go enter APC where the bankroll am. So we know all these things. Abure, this thing where in they do. I beg, I know expect say upon say this thing don't day like this. Nobody now they follow you. The only people, all these people where they follow them. Now the people where they follow them, make them see whether they go get anything from them.
Mm.
Because all these people where they follow them, they don't get any other business where they do that except that politics.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Mike. Make I
You
talk to
understand?
somebody.
So,
Someone else there on hold.
and I like as Peter Obi just day neutral somehow. You understand? As a leader. So you never know what thing go do, whether or this side go win or the other side go win. Thank you so much. Have a
Thank
nice
you.
day.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. All right. Hello. Good evening, sir. Welcome.
Good evening, Precious.
Yes, you're
So
welcome.
first of all, before I start, I want to ask you on your platform on YouTube, there's no link if someone wanted to support you or something. I don't see it. I know that earlier in the day someone had sent you something, but I was trying to
No,
find.
nobody
Is
sent
there?
me something earlier in the day. He only asked how he could do that, but he has not reached me yet.
So do you have one now? Do you have a link now or no?
So I don't even know. So you know that. So let me be frank with you. Actually, I was actually embarrassed by that statement he made in the afternoon. I was shy because I'm not used to getting support from people. Really, all my life, I'm actually the one who gives support. You understand? Because I do a lot of charity work. So getting to hear that question in the afternoon, I was a bit embarrassed, and that's why I had to quickly move on to another conversation. But speaking about this now, understanding that this may also go a long way to also help what I do. I don't know, but you could reach out to me on WhatsApp here now. We can chat, and I'll tell you how you can possibly do that.
Okay, no, because there are people I've seen people have other YouTube channels.
I
They
don't
have like a
know.
dollar sign.
I don't know how they
I
do
don't.
it. Honestly speaking, I've never.
That's what you should find out.
No,
That's
the
what I'm
thing is
asking
that
them.
I've never considered somebody giving me anything in this thing I do. I am doing this purely for passion, right? So I've never considered that, oh, people will reach out to me because of this now. It wasn't part of the reason I started it in the first place. So that's why hearing this just kind of um, takes me off my feet for a moment. I didn't think of it that way. Do you
Okay,
understand
no,
me?
you should do it. It's something you should consider. No, I understand. Okay,
Thank you. Go ahead.
You know what I want to talk about? See what
Yes,
I want to
please.
talk about? I'll just tell you a short story and then
Go
I
ahead.
went to church. I went to church one Sunday and then there was this priest that came from Cameroon. I'm in the US, so I'm calling from the US. So the guy came to beg for money.
What's your name, sir?
And my name is Chidi.
Okay, Chidi, go ahead, please. Where are you calling
So
from? What state are you?
I'm in Connecticut.
Okay, go ahead.
So the man came to beg for money. And that the fact that in the church I was the only other black person. And I was in the congregation. So the black father was at the pulpit talking to the Oyibo people that they have Boko Haram in northern Cameroon and how they are burning places and killing people and murdering Christians. And then his conversation was going on and going on. He got to a point that he was not saying he's asking for help and support. But before he said that, he now said, we are not going to fight these people with weapons. We are going to fight them with prayer. We are going to fight them with the rosary. You know the rosary they use in Catholic Church, the chaplet, the one they pray.
So I understand.
He said,
That is by that time they don't soak the rosary for water, so you don't tick. They can't use and wire them. Not vex.
so he said, we are going to fight them with the rosary. So I was so embarrassed. Even me, I was looking at all the people there. How can you be fighting Boko Haram that is using rocket grenade launcher or propel launcher? How can you fight them with rosary, with chaplet, with prayers? So this thing comes, that's why I talked about it was, you see, this thing that our pastors and all these people do, they are one of the main problems we have in Africa. These people have access to the soul of people, the mentality of people. They can change the way people think and see things. These men, they would rather dwell in fallacy, spiritual things that are not physical. They know this is not the source of our problem, neither is it the solution. You come to a community that people that have been, that have been pillaged, that have been murdered, that have been massacred for decades, and you're telling them that they should be praying, that some things are beyond the flesh. Even the Pope in Vatican, the one that just died, and the new one they're bringing in, never is he putting his security in the hands of spiritual beings or something. The Vatican is a country that has solid
Yes. Yes, it's seen as a country on its own.
Yeah, with solid intelligence and security network that they work with CIA, M16, the highest in this world, and that's how they ensure the security of the Pope. But those people in Africa that follow the Pope, you see them praying. Do we kidnap this priest today? Do we massacre him? Do we kill him? And we say it's prayer and prayer. So I fault people like Adeboye. I know a lot of people, I know he has done some good. Like, he's built universities, he's employed people and all those things. But when he goes out and make utterances like that, we should pray that that's the solution. That's wrong. It's better that he doesn't even say anything and keeps quiet. Because that's why people are indicting him now, saying, why is he not criticizing this government the way he criticized, I think, it was Jonathan's government? You see the hypocrisy? So that's what I have to say. Our men of God, they really are doing a lot of harm to us by not being truthful. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Okay, all right then. Thank you. I see your messages earlier. So I think you sent a couple of this earlier where you said something. You said you wired your friends money to buy rice and chicken. You give person rice and chicken. Say, me you not happy. Why did you like this now? Okay. So Chukwe Mecca from Scotland says, my take on this insecurity in Nigeria is that Nigerian government is not ready to curb insecurity. Reason being that some top government officials and politicians are benefiting from it. And the Nigerian soldiers are very smart and gallant. They have the capacity to end insecurity in land as soon as that is in the land as soon as the Nigerian government sincerely does the right thing. That's what you said. Oh, tell us about it, brother. Of course, we all know this. We do know. We do know. Or some people do know, right? And here it says some of these labor executives have been compromised by APC. This is a work of APC. Mark my word today, it will come to light later. They want to frustrate Peter Obi to leave Labour Party. That's the message you sent. Fortunately, I didn't get your name. I wish I got your name, but I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Okay. And this is precious. It's easy to grasp, learn how to do those donations, YouTube for your efforts. So don't get me wrong. It's not difficult for me to comprehend. I don't think I'm particularly a dull person. But as I said earlier, I did not get into this for that purpose, right? And that's what I'm stating clearly here now. And after the last time we spoke, we had a town hall meeting the last time when I asked what I could do to better the platform, and a couple of people suggested stuffs. And then YouTube themselves have also reached out to me to start a membership. But my concern with starting a membership is that I feel like the duty I'm doing now to sensitize people to talk things with the happen for our country in a way we be say I go feed drive and home, maybe understand. So now putting price for people to access that information, I feel bad because I feel like I'm going against the mission that I carry for mind. So now waiting make me hard me to get that membership. And rather, if I will eventually have the membership, maybe later on, I'll think of something else and another way that will approach it. Not be say money need is sweet me, but no, I feel like not everything in life is about money or should be monetized. Yes, I can grasp those things and get away with it. But I feel like okay too. If somebody wants to reach out, their widows might. You can reach out any way you can. I mean, those days when I celebrate my birthdays and I announce it on media in my stations where I used to be, people call in and contribute and help me multiply my efforts to reach out to more people, and that means a lot to me. So I'm sure that people who want to reach out will always find a way to reach out to me. But you make me shine when you look at this, when you make me have this conversation like this. You make me shy. You don't have a very shy person. Hello, good evening and welcome. Apologies. Good evening and welcome.
Precious, good
Sir,
evening. It's Laura.
Laura, I miss you. What have you been? You've been at the backyard, Abby, listening quietly.
I went to work and I came back late.
Okay, you're
See,
welcome.
please, Nigerians always tell you don't monetize. Please, you know, I was thinking of it whether this morning or yesterday. Please go ahead and monetize your channel. This morning I was preparing for work and I was just thinking, I wonder how much it will cost you for data.
Ha! I have 2 fiber network in my house, and sometimes the 2 of them fail.
Ever ask the cost
In my office, rather.
There is nothing that is free. Precious, I don't know why you came to my mind, because me, I washed my hand for Nigeria.
No, Laura, I go drag you back here. You know, go wash anything.
I don't know why you came to my mind. Whether this morning or something, I was thinking about to say. You have to monetize the channel, and I will explain why. No, even if you don't want to monetize by membership, as we build up toward the election in 2027 and more people will come, you need to find a way to monetize. You need to encourage people to donate and to give. You need to, because you need to emphasize to people that you need to have, what you should do is, rather than what I suggest is, rather than monetize and put a gateway or something. What
the membership
thing is, rather than putting a membership gateway, what you should do is have a target and say, XYZ is the amount of money it takes me to run this channel every month, and I'm going to have like a fundraiser time.
Hey,
not fundraiser in the sense of
honorable of the mic. I will not do it. That's not my person. No, that is not my person at all. Okay, go ahead.
Hold on, Precious. Hold on. Okay. I'm going somewhere. And I will explain myself.
Right.
There's something that TBN used to do where they used to call it telethon. Back in the days, TBN, I don't know if God Channel and the rest did it, but I remember TBN, Trinity Broadcasting, back in those days, the same Trinity in the US. There's a period of time where they will say, this is what it costs to run this channel, to keep it on air, free to air for many people. If we don't achieve this, we have to do this. You are not presenting it 100% the same way. What you're saying is the data, not necessarily the profit for you now, but what it takes to keep it on air. Because as you head towards the election, you won't be able to handle everything yourself, because the breaking news will be
back to back. As I speak to you, I'm already looking at even employing people to handle it for me. Yes.
You need someone to be editing videos in the background, preparing stuff. And when I say telethon, I don't mean that you dedicate the whole day to just raising fund. No, it's just that you will mention it a little bit more frequently by saying things like, like Maigun will say, let's remember that it cost us it costs quite a bit of money for someone who's editing, for equipment, for electricity, which we know that towards the election there will be no electricity again, because it's devils that are in power.
By the way, I have to get inverter in my house. That's why I use convert myself for grid too.
Yes, you have to. Nigerians need to know that elections cost money, politicking costs money, spreading information, because by the time rallies will start, people are doing street storms and all that, you will have to be back to back, and you will have to hire 1 or 2 people who. Video editors are not cheap. I myself, I want to hire a video editor.
Fantastic. And they are quite expensive. In fact, I was negotiating with somebody today. He said 250. And I'm like, 250? How many videos a day would they do for me? I was just in a conversation. I can screenshot and send to you today. I was just, you and I can 250. That's what he said. I was like, whoa.
So what you need to do is to do a sum and say, it cost me 3. If that person costs you 250, then add data, then add inverter. So plus and minus may end up costing you at least 600,000 a month just to run the channel. What you then do is, as you run, you will say, guys, remember, I've done this. This is what it costs to run the channel. £10 here, £20 here, $10 here, $30 here. It goes a long way to help us to hit our target. Then when you hit that, anything above comes to you, because why? He who pays piper will dictate the piper will pay, because you also have to pay your own bills. It is not free of charge. You have a life, you have a future. Remember that we all are growing older. Every day we are growing older. We will come to an age where we will not be able to do this, and you have to pay yourself pensions. If you follow Nigerians and all the ocean free that they want, you will not go anywhere. The Keji is doing our own. You have to do your own.
Thank you so much, Laura.
And then let me come to the reason that made me to call today.
Okay.
I don't even want to. I don't interested in Nigerians.
So Laura, the thing is that I run an outsourcing customer service and media consultancy firm, and I resigned from mainstream broadcasting, and I'm doing this I'm doing this on my own. I run. In fact, my company has been established since 2012. I've been doing it together with mainstream broadcasting, so that is my major forte, and this is just like a passion on the side because if you like say everything we God give me, my natural resources, and my mouth today. So 1 minute off talking, I feel like I'm dying. I just want to get back to talking.
Yeah,
So I felt like
I understand that.
I felt like why not come back to
Even for
talking
this thing
again?
that you
Yes.
do, even for this thing that you do, people have to pay for it. Let me go to the point that the reason why I
Go
call.
ahead.
You see, the global economy is about 2.5 to 3 years away from not a recession, but an economic depression. Let me repeat that. Not a recession, but an economic depression. The recession has started gradually because we're moving gradually from inflation to eventually we will get to hyperinflation. People were expecting the U.S. central bank to bring down interest rate. They could not because there's still a lot of inflation in the economy in the U.S. See, I said something. I want to repeat it. I think I said it a while back. There are a couple of things that I've seen that I've been watching and I've been very laid back about it. But every day I try to avoid the news. But the few times that I open the news, it is clearer to me that certain things are happening as has been said that they would happen. The world economy is headed for a major global shift, a major global issue. Last year, the New York Times said that AI will wipe out about 300 million jobs, and this will be by 2030. That's one.
No, but it will not just be by 2030 automatically. It will start gradually.
Oh, it has started gradually because a lot of people who have lost their job in the UK, before you lose a job within 2 months, you found a job. 1 month, you found a job. Some people are 12 months and they haven't found a job. And I'm talking of people who are so highly experienced, like people who were with Google, people who were working for Facebook. I'm talking of people who were working for major firms. Some people, management consultant, senior associate lawyers. I'm talking of people who have 20 plus years experience, and wages are depressed. Wages are falling in the UK. They are not rising. They are falling. The US is just another issue altogether. But my point is, I always go and check on Glassdoor. More and more people are struggling to keep up their mortgages because interest rate is staying high.
Yes.
But when people lose jobs, lots of people are struggling. Not everybody, but a higher number of people are struggling to find work. That's one. That's two. And then I went recently to watch a video on what happened before the economic depression in America. You know the funny thing that happened? They had like a 2-year or 2.5 to 3 year recession. Then it went into a depression because there was hyperinflation. Guess what happened in those 2 to 3 years before the recession and the depression? There was a tariff war between America and Europe.
Here you go
this
again.
Time around, it's a tariff war
between
China, and the rest of the world. So when I see a lot of the things, and you know the funny thing, 1, 2, or 3 people, very few people, spoke prophetically 9 years ago. Well, now 6 years ago, and said something is going to come upon the earth economically that will do this, this, and this. And when they said it, then I saw the videos then, and I just ignored it and I didn't take it seriously. When it came to 7 years, and then it came to 6 years, and I started saying, But when we entered last year and then this year, I said, because I then lost a job and I didn't even bother looking for that. I was like, is it not? I will get a job before I leave one job. I always get another job. I was shocked what happened to me. I've never been at home for that long waiting to have a job.
Do you know that's also extended to the US and other countries where people leave their jobs and it even takes them up to 1 year now to get another job, even in those countries.
Because it was Google, Facebook, and those big tech companies who did massive layoffs that then had a knock-on effect in the UK, and then especially those of us in IT. So we are the ones that even felt it the most. So anyway, the whole thing has cascaded down. But because I was among those one or two, three sets of people who felt that initial wave and the shock of how long it took me to get a job, the reality I had to leave all those London area and move like far away from me. I don't go that far. I've never traveled that far to go to work. But this time around I've had to do it to be able to get the role. Before I won't consider going to that part of the country. But I had to do it because it began to dawn on me. So I had to go back and go and look for those old prophecies for 1, 2, or 3 people that, oh my God, this is what these people were saying. But Precious, there's a reason I called. Let me explain.
Okay.
Now there was this emphasis around don't have a single stream of income, have multiple streams of income.
So that in case one fails, you can jump on the other. Yes.
Then there is this guy, a lot of people in Nigeria may not know him. His name is James Aladiran. He's a really youngish guy, but he's been leading this thing they call a prayer storm. It's like a ministry, but I don't think it's a church. It's just like a ministry calling people to pray and to pray. And of recent, or let me say a year or two, I can't remember now, he keeps saying that something that is worse than COVID is coming on the earth, and God has been showing it to him. He's just been saying it and saying. So it now made me go back to revalidate what those other 2 people said. Then last year, towards the end of last year, I saw this video from this lady. Her father was very popular, well, not too popular. His name is Charles Capps. He's late now. He's the one who wrote this. There's this small pamphlet book he wrote, and the thing became really popular. Lots of people have read it, applied it, received their healing and all that stuff. The daughter, she should be in her 50s or 60s, I can't remember. Her name is Annette Capps. She said she had this dream where she felt that she had something similar to that dream, but she felt that she didn't have a release to talk to the world about it. But now she had a release. So sometime toward the end of last year, whilst I was unemployed, I heard her say that thing for the first time, that she had a release to say it, that there was going to be a drought, that a massive drought is coming.
This is scary.
And what she knows is that God just told her that you need to store up water. You need to get to. So it now made me go back to go listen to those other prophecies. And when those two, and when they say prophecies, it's not. There are people that don't have a track record. There are people that have a track record. There's somebody that said, "Oh, a foreigner will rule them," and then Liz Truss became our prime minister, and a lot of people insulted him. I thought he said a foreigner. That is Rishi Sunak was going to lead him. He said, "No, I know 100% what I saw." God said to me, a foreigner will rule them during the conservative primaries. And a lot of people insulted him, you're a fake prophet and all that. 46 days later, 45 days later, Liz Truss was kicked out or she resigned. And Rishi Sunak was sworn in. So lots of people now came back and they were apologizing to him and everything. Anyway, let's set that aside. I'm not here to talk more about the spiritual. I'm here to talk more about the economic. I am a legal person. I trained as a lawyer in Nigeria over 20 plus years ago. But at the same time, I'm economically minded. I'm also a very spiritual. I'm a prayerful person. But thirdly, I'm a practical person. There are certain things and certain signs that I'm seeing that's making me get on my knees and pray and like, God, give me wisdom because I need to prepare myself because I've been taking this thing as a joke. Guess what? I was coming back from work today and I was sitting in a train and I'm like, okay, let me bring up my phone, and I was just reading the news in the UK because I don't leave Nigerian news for now. I still check Nigerian news once in a while, but I just picked up, I still check Nigerian news daily actually, but I picked up this Guardian UK and I was reading. Guess what? One of the key news there was the UK is experiencing a major drought. Of course, I know we've been experiencing a major drought because we've not had rains for a period of time.
Okay.
But there was a report that the government is having emergency meetings over drought.
That means they're worried about that.
Some crops have already begun to fail. Because you have like farmers, they have their union.
Even with the modern agricultural system they have.
Even with all the modern agriculture, they measure their water levels, and based on this, the Environment Agency has meetings with the government and all that. So farmers union and whatever are already saying that certain crops are failing because there has not been enough rain in the month of.
If you can help me summarize, please, so that I can relate.
So in summary, what am I saying? I'm going back to what I said a few weeks when I called your channel. I said this this man that does the Info FM Daily Digest, Jimmy Disu, there was something he said when you had all those decampees from APC to PDP. He said some things in Yoruba and then said in English and said that Sheriff, so the guy who does the morning show,
Yes, I know Sheriff.
said, do you remember those things that I told you that I was going to activate based on certain signs? That I told you, once you see these signs in Nigerian government to say this Baba wants to come back for his second tenure, he said, those things that I told you, I begin to activate them. What are some of them? Go and stay in a semi-urban area. And Precious, if you live fully in a city, there's no benefit now. It's expensive and it's not worth it.
Very expensive. It's so expensive to stay in Lagos right now.
Within the next 2 to 3 years, go and look for somewhere that is semi-urban. There will be no benefit. Look for somewhere that's semi-urban. Even if the land is 600,000, buy it and don't build. Even if you can just use blocks to make 4 squares, divide it into 1/3, cut toilet and cut bathroom, sink a bowl, put zinc, don't even put corrugated sheet or whatever, just put zinc first.
So where does this leave us now? Because people are itching to jump into the conversation. Where does this leave us?
Land is going to, what I know is land is going to become very key commodity because why? Precious, you know, as I speak with you, China and the United Arab Emirates, China is buying land in America, not land for house, but land for farming. United Arab Emirates is buying up land in Kenya to the point that the Kenyan parliament changed their laws that upon inheritance in Kenya, I think you could inherit your grandmother's land, your grandfather. Now the government has put one funny rule that they have to value the land and you have to pay tax to the element. And when you calculate the value and everything, the average poor person cannot pay value on the land in terms of the taxation. So
now foreigners will come buy them.
And who are they selling their land to? Foreigners. Problem that Ruto is facing. Even a pastor that came to preach recently this January in Nigeria was saying he doesn't understand why this new law has come and they are being forced to sell their land. And let me draw a parallel. You see all these things that is happening across the farm belts, Benue, Plateau, Nasara. You see those whole farming belts, those areas that are the food baskets in Nigeria. Listen, it's not herdsmen, it's not all these things. Because we know that those herdsmen and stuff that are coming all the way down from the Maghreb, down from Morocco, through Nigeria coming, those are all sponsored. Because since Traore came in Burkina Faso, they've been able to displace us of those people. Why am I going? There is a deliberate Western attempt to capture arable farmland. As individuals, move more to semi-urban areas. I feel like most of the wealth, according to, if you mark the 9 years they give, this is 2025, we have we have roughly 3 years left. Go to, there's no benefit to being inside a city. If you can stay like in a semi-urban area.
But those semi-urban areas are not safe. They are not safe. They're not particularly safe.
Go to a village. It's like saying, instead of being in Magodo, for example, in Lagos,
you move to Ikorodu.
You are going to those I don't know of Lagos, but let's say Abuja. Let's say you are going to those newly developed or developing areas where land may be 1,600,000, 900. And the way you are able to do it is you buy land. I know a relative that is in Abuja, and I said the same thing to her. She bought land. I said, just fence it and leave a larger percentage of it for you to be able to farm and stay. Because the bottom line is water will become a critical issue. I don't know if it's going to be the case in Nigeria, but the drought is all over the world.
Thank you. Thank you so much,
Laura. I don't know if it will happen in Nigeria, but mostly in the Western world, we are already experiencing this.
But you know that most times in this kind of issue, Africa is always, that's why Africa is so blessed. Africa is always about the last continent to suffer most of those.
Africa has been exempt, but if you look at the data that's already coming out, Nigeria is also experiencing drought. Yes, Nigeria is experiencing flooding, but Nigeria is also
mostly our own is because of insecurity, because people cannot go to where drought. I get you in terms of drought.
Yes, and in our own case, even the places where we are not experiencing drought, they have created artificial tension. See, because we are very slow in development, because our governments don't care, they have already been doing, they can track their data 3 to 4 years ahead of time.
Ahead. So
And
they're
say, based on this
proactive.
weather pattern, there's a likelihood that 3 years ahead of time, we're going to have a drought. Based on that, they started making mitigation measures by buying land, creating artificial conflict in arable farm areas of Africa, so that they can buy those land, forcing people like the Kenyan the Kenyan president to bring laws that are anti-people, to force old poor villagers at the point of inheritance to pay taxes on land, whereas you just inherited your grandmother's land. Now they want you to pay taxes, knowing that you cannot afford to pay to keep the land. They're ready to give you money, because money is paper, is fiat. It's not backed by gold. So it's really nothing. Inflation will finish those money. They want the asset. That land is real asset. So me, I'm just putting it out there because people will listen on your platform. I'm just putting it out there that if you have the chance, buy land more on the outside, even if it's to hold and to sell it, but primarily because food will become an issue. Let's not forget that a lot of the grains consumed in Nigeria are imported. We don't meet our grain needs.
Yes.
And those grain needs will be bought.
Thank you.
Because
Thank you.
You can see the UK, we're already facing a drought.
Thank you so much, Laura. I appreciate you.
Those.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So what Laura said today just reminded me. I was thinking of actually also inviting some people that I know. So I have someone who works with the Nigeria Commodities and Future Exchange, and who is very knowledgeable in terms of buying and selling real gold, like gold bars, like the gold you hold up for hand. So you can buy it and take possession of it, right? If it's okay, I can just get that person to come over tomorrow, I think in the afternoon session tomorrow, to come and educate us on how we can invest in real gold bars. So you buy from Nigeria Commodity and Futures Exchange, so you can Google them. So I mean, they're registered by um, the Nigerian government, so it's nothing to worry about. But the good thing about this is that you can trade real gold bars, including other commodities, but mostly real gold bars, and you can somehow just wage your finances with some good commodities like that can withstand the test of time. I think I should invite that person to teach us a little bit of that tomorrow, so that we'll have that in mind. I appreciate you guys, and to everyone who's contributed on the show, you guys know I love you, right? I appreciate you guys. I love you. Thank you for your comments, and thank you for your concern, for wanting to help out. Whatever help you get, I would appreciate. But please drop it on my WhatsApp and don't make me shy. I love you guys. I see you again tomorrow afternoon. I see all the messages. Thank you so much. And I see you tomorrow afternoon, hopefully, with this person I know that will educate us on how to invest in real gold bars. And then some people are also approaching me for advertisement on this platform. In fact, someone has approached me on real estate on this platform, particularly in terms of marketing their Airbnb. And I thought to tell you guys first. And one of the things I want to do is, before I bring anybody to do any form of advertisement on this platform, I would personally do my due diligence, because my name is a stake. I mean, this channel is not one pseudo channel, it is my real name. It's his Google label. Everything about my identity is in the open. So I cannot allow anybody mislead people who believe in me. So I have also assured the person that I would have to go through all of his properties to ascertain that whatever facility he has promised he has in those properties actually does exist before I would tell him to come ahead to this platform. If it's fine by you, would make that happen. So for those of you who may be coming into Nigeria, who perhaps don't really fancy going into hotels to stay, you may likely have somewhere to stay if I verify every information that the apartments have to offer. So would also look at that. I'd like to say a big thank you to all of you once more. Thank you so much for being so amazing. I'll see you again tomorrow afternoon, God willing. Let's continue to talk for the development of our country, shall we? Let's not stop. My name is Precious A. You know I love you, right? I love you guys. See you tomorrow. Good night. God bless you. Oh, I forgot to thank you, Blessing. So, Blessing, I saw your gift. Thank you so much for the £5. Thank you so much. It means a lot to me. Thank you for your support. And Blessing, Blessing, John Terry, all of the way you people carry my matter for head like gala. Why are they do me like this now? When I say follow me like your village people, are you people took that very serious and you follow me like my village people? I love you guys. I appreciate you. Thank you to all of you. You're awesome. Appreciate you. Good night.